Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm so excited because my upstairs neighbor finally moved out. And if you watch some of my videos, you would know that I was very self-conscious. Oh great, she's home. She hasn't heard me speak in like 2 months. I'm sorry. And I have my neighbors listening to me again, which is pretty creepy. And I swear, as soon as I started setting up everything, someone is walking upstairs. So I don't know if that's the landlord checking things out, but I'm back to being self-conscious again. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing fine. I feel like that was such a long break for me, but for the first time in my almost decade-long relationship, that was the first time we had that much time alone together, because in college he was in class and I was out of class, or I was in class and he was out of class. And then after college, like, he was at work and I was at home, or I was at work and he was at home, but that was the first time that we just had time together, just us two, for like 2 months, and that was amazing. And I know January was crazy. Oh my god, there were so many things going on in January. So I haven't really played around with a lot of new makeup. The last makeup I got was my last makeup tutorial, but I do have a bunch of new and favorite things. These aren't technically my February favorites, they're more like my current favorites. A lot of these I got during Christmas, and I know like when I start talking about them, they're gonna seem like things that I just grabbed out of everywhere in my house, but these are things that genuinely make me happy when I see them, or when I use them, or when I eat them. So these are gonna go in no particular order. Okay, so the first thing is this friendship lamp. We got it for my boyfriend's parents on Christmas. So basically when you touch it, it'll light up the other person's lamp. I think that's such a cute gift for anyone. Like, if your best friend is somewhere across the other side of the world, it will light up when you touch it. And you can get it for the whole family, you can get it for a bunch of friends, and just seeing that light turn on like on the lamp makes me so happy. It's just nice. Just a nice way of saying hi without having to call or text. I would definitely recommend that. That's been making me happy ever since we got it. Okay, next thing I've been using, I cannot show you here, I cannot hold it up, but it's this Scratchoff map that we got. We used to have just a normal map in the room and we just put pins in it where we went to. But I love this Scratchoff map because it shows you the actual cities, like pictures of the cities, compared to the ones where you see just like a different color. So I think that's so cool because you get like a little surprise every time you scratch it off. But it's very distracting because we put it right above the TV, and when I work out, like, I just want to stand there and look at the map and be like, okay, where do I want to scratch off? I keep looking at the map like, oh, I need to scratch off a big continent like Australia, just so it looks like we've been to more places. But yeah, that map has really made me happy just looking at it. And I think it was only like $20. So these kitchen appliances, again, I'm not just grabbing random things. I genuinely been loving this. So first is a Breadbox. I had that on my Christmas list. I know that sounds very random, like, I don't know about you, but I just recently learned about a Breadbox. We were walking at Home Goods and then I saw a bread box and I was like, what the hell is a bread box? And that was perfect for me because we buy those Costco breads that come in two and they end up getting moldy. The second one ends up getting moldy before we can finish the first one. And I was looking up a good way to store it, like instead of freezing it. I don't know, we just don't like freezing it. And that's been working amazing, and it's huge. So we've been storing our bread, we've been storing like English muffins, taco shells, just any kind of bread we'll stuff in there, like, and other stuff like we want to hide. Like our secret stash is there tucked in the back. But yeah, I've been loving that bread box. It's just making the kitchen a lot cleaner. So after I got that, I noticed how dirty it looked next to it, which was our dish rack. Our dish rack we've had since college, and it's this ugly, big, bulky plastic dish rack. And I wanted to get one that was obviously smaller, that looked cleaner, and that wasn't plastic. So I found this. I've been loving it. It creates so much space, and I love the drying mat. I just love that it looks cleaner. Like, our kitchen looks cleaner now because of the bread box, because of the dish rack. It's just funny how kitchen appliances and bed stuff like makes me happy now. I know I've said that a million times. The next thing I've been loving is this Azelaic acid. I just found it on Amazon. It's made in Korea, so I'm guessing it has to be good. But I remember asking my friend who's an esthetician, I was like, what do I have to do to get rid of my dark spots? And she recommended Azelaic acid from The Ordinary, but I just saw this on Amazon and I bought it. Again, like I said, I got this for my dark spots, but the next day I had completely clear skin. There have only been like 3 things that completely cleared up my acne, but then they just stopped working after a while. Number one was salicylic acid, which was in my moisturizer that I raved about. I'm still using that every day. And next was retinol. But retinol really kind of dried out my skin. It got rid of my acne for maybe a month and it dried out my skin. I feel like there's another one. I'll remember the third one. I think there's another one. So the next morning, I had the softest, clearest skin when I used this. And I was like, oh dear God, because I know once my skin loves something, it will not love it anymore after a few days, after a few weeks. And that did happen. But I've kind of found the balance with this. So out of all the acne reducing stuff I've used, this has been the most effective. It didn't dry out my skin. My skin was still so soft. I've been using it alone as a moisturizer, and then sometimes I'll use it just on my dark spots. I just feel like you can edit it to how you want to use it. But now I'm just using it right here, like for my dark spots, and then using my moisturizer all over. And they've been working out together really well. So I would definitely recommend this. I'm pretty sure all of azelaic acid works the same, but I love this one. Okay, again, this is very random. These are from the brand, Miracle brand. These are like those silver sheets. So I don't know if you've been seeing, I've always seen ads. Yeah, Miracle. So I've been seeing a lot of ads for those silver pillowcases, like the anti-acne ones. You don't have to wash as often as pillowcases. I also think that's been really helping with my acne too, like the combination of my azelaic acid, my moisturizer, and these sheets. So I was originally gonna get from that one brand that I kept seeing on Instagram, but then I was like, I can't just use the pillowcase because most of the time I push my pillow aside and sleep on the sheets. It would actually be better if I had a silver version of this when it came to fitted sheets, not just the pillowcase. And then I found another brand, this Miracle brand, that had had a whole set. So we got the whole set. We got the pillowcases, we got the sheets, and we got the towels. But these I've been loving. I've tried a million different textures. I've tried satin. I've tried like those eco bamboo ones. I've tried a bunch, and they just feel clean. Like, I can't explain it. Like, they don't feel like there's silver in it. I know that sounds weird, but like they don't feel hard. Like, they just feel clean. Like it feels clean. Okay, I have two things that I've been obsessing over, or like on my favorites for food. Well, food and drink. So the other month we found oat milk. I don't know what took us so long to drink oat milk. I just assumed like all plant-based milk tastes the same, but oh my gosh, no. I'm obsessed with this oat milk. It's Planet, I think it's just Planet oat milk, especially the extra creamy one. When I went vegan, I really didn't like eating cereal anymore because almond milk's a little bit watery. I assumed all plant-based milk would be like that. I've only tried soy, coconut, almond, but I've just never tried oat milk. I don't know why. I just thought it would taste weird, but I'm obsessed with this. Now I can eat cereal. I love putting it in my oatmeal. This is amazing with hot chocolate, and it's always sold out at Vons. I'm pretty sure other people like it as much as me because there's this extra creamy one and then there's a normal one, and this one's always sold out. If you do like the oaty flavor, the other brands like Oatly, there's another famous one. They have a really oaty flavor. I feel like this is the closest flavor you could get to milk. I've been loving this. Makes me happy when I see it in the fridge. Okay, next new thing that I've been loving, we found this at Vons. Like, I feel like Vons is stepping up their vegan game. It's these uncut plant-based like cutlets. They're like chicken cutlets. The turkey ones are also good, but I love these. The only like burgers we technically eat are from Beyond Meat, and I've always wanted like a chicken plant-based one, and these are really good. They're really yummy. The turkey one is, but I kind of like these more. But yeah, I mean, nothing else to say. If you want to try out a vegan chicken patty, you should definitely try these. Okay, last food favorites. I got these at Costco. The girl who was selling these, her dad make these bars. So I don't know if every Costco has these because it's local, but I know they have an online store where you could buy these. But they're coconut energy bars. Again, like I said, I'm not sure every Costco will have this because this is a local brand, but they do have it online. So I got a mint one and a peanut butter one and a chocolate blondie. So this is basically like a chocolate chip. I love mint, but I feel like this is a little bit not too minty. Like, it's too, I kind of like the texture less than these other two. All of these are good in general if you need some energy, but my favorite, I feel like that tastes the yummiest and is the most moist.
Moist. Moist.
One are the chocolate chip ones. If you don't like coconut, obviously you won't like these. I've been loving having these. I'm trying not to eat them all at once. Okay, next thing I've been loving is from the brand Saje. We always walk into a Saje store when we go into the mall. If you've gone into, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. The ladies always make us try Peppermint Halo because this is like their best selling one. And I kept telling myself to get it and I was like, no, I think it was like 30 bucks. I was like, no, I don't need it. And I bought cheaper ones on Amazon. And then I was just like, oh, I should have just bought this because this works so much better. Like, it just feels really good if you have a headache or a migraine. You just roll it on your shoulders and the back of your neck and like here on your temples. I bought this little cute triangle thing to go with it. I also got Unwind. This is more for my boyfriend, like when he's stressed. And there's a period one. I haven't tried this yet, but I probably will be soon. So I have no idea if how this works yet. But if you have migraines or if you have headaches or you just want to feel, I don't know, relaxed, or if you just want something that smells good, you should definitely try the Peppermint Halo. Like, it just, if you don't like peppermint, obviously you won't like this, but it calms you. Okay, so these next three things are things that I wish I've gotten sooner. The first one is electric tea kettle. So when we went to Seoul and we were making ramen every single day, the girl who owns the Airbnb, she had an electric kettle. So we would use that every day. And then right after, when I went to go see my mom in the Philippines, she also had an electric kettle. And I was like, oh my gosh, why don't we have one? It takes 2 minutes to boil water. I make oatmeal every day and it takes like 5 to 8 minutes because we use the little R2D2 one. That one we've had for like 6 years. And I was like, why did I never look into getting an electric kettle? I feel like I never see them around. Like, you always see teapots, but you never see electric kettles. We got one from Costco. I love that it turns blue. It's a really pretty blue, and then it stops. And then it clicks and turns off the light when it stops boiling. And that has been such a time saver for everything. For my oatmeal, for tea, for ramen. Especially for when I'm making my big iced tea. Because with that, I usually use a really big pot and it's so heavy to just transfer the hot water into my iced tea mug container. And that just takes like 3 minutes to boil everything. So that has definitely been something I wish I bought sooner. It's been a big time saver. Okay, so this next thing I got that I wish I got sooner is this body pillow, also from Costco. I feel like I'm just advertising Costco today. My boyfriend does a lot of work out of town, and when he's gone, I cannot sleep. I'll be up to like 5 a.m. because I need someone to cuddle. I need something warm, and I kept telling myself to get a body pillow for years, but I just never did. I was like, oh, it's not necessary. This was only $15 at Costco. I was like, oh, might as well. It's so soft. Oh my gosh. When I used it for the first time, my boyfriend was home, but it just, I don't know how, it just made me feel, it made me sleep better because this was at the wall and I'm a side sleeper. So usually if I'm on my side, like, I'll kind of fall over, and having this to catch me when I fall over. Okay, so this last thing that I wish I gotten sooner is this workout equipment called the Booty Sprout. I always change up whatever I do on leg day, but I always have to end with hip thrusts. And it's been a pain in the ass, yes, pun intended, because I will get bruises every single time I do hip thrusts the next day because I have a bunch of weights on my hip bones. With hip thrusts, I always start off with a warm-up. I just put a towel and I put my ankle weights just to have a cushion for the weights. And even those cushions don't even work. I still end up with bruises. So I do 15, just those two. And then I add 10-pound weights. And then I add 8-pound weights. Then I add 25 pounds. Then I add my 15-pound weight plus my 5-pound weights. And then I'll do 3 sets of the 15 with everything on there. And then I'll take out the 15 and the 5-pound weights, do 15. I take out the 20-pound weights and I do 15, and goes down. So as you can see, that's a lot of work to do. It hurts my hips. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's made for me. I work out at home. I love doing hip thrusts. It's so much easier. So easy to just, you can carry it around. I mean, you could technically bring it to the gym with you. The only thing I don't like about resistance bands, especially with hip thrusts, is that you lose the resistance once you go down. And I like doing full hip thrusts compared to doing like mini pulses. I do mini pulses at the end, but like a full hip thrust, when you go all the way down, you kind of lose that weight because they're resistance bands. But then, which is awesome, you can add a weight on top. So they give you 3 bands. I love that they give you, oh my gosh, I don't even know what it's called, that little pad so it doesn't hurt. I just feel like that has been such a good investment. For years, I've been just stacking weights on top of my lap and doing hip thrusts with those. And I kept telling myself, you know, maybe I should just get like a barbell, but then that would take up a lot of space. If you do home workouts and you do a lot of glute workouts and you love hip thrusts, then definitely look into getting that. They've had a ton of good reviews, and so far that's been my favorite workout equipment to use. Okay, next on my favorites that I've been using are these tank tops that I got from SheIn. If you look in my closet, I have a lot of bright, florally, girly stuff. But if you know me and everyday style, all I need is a tank top and shorts, especially living in San Diego. And these are perfect because I hate anything that's like low cut. I just like knowing that I can bend over without flashing people. And that's why I love these, because they come up so high. I got them in a ton of colors. These are pretty cheap. I think they were like $6 or $8. I am really trying to avoid fast fashion. I haven't really been buying a lot of clothes recently, but I can hear them again right above me. Every time I talk, I feel like they just walk towards my voice, like they want to know what I'm talking about. I do want to make a ton of videos and try to get in as much as I can before someone else moves in. Truthfully, it's really been bothering my filming. It doesn't feel as comfortable now sitting in front of the camera and knowing someone's listening. Okay guys, so that is it for my favorites. Again, like I said, I'm gonna try to just jam in as many videos as I can before someone moves in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed your February, and hopefully I see you in the next one very soon.